Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm the MysteriousJG. We're ready to hop back on board our Tempest ship. Our ship, the Tempest, or however you want to phrase it. Leaving the paradise world of Aya. Which, you would think that they could build Aya up so it would be self-sustaining. Instead, it's like this... People go live there for a little while and then someone else gets a turn because it's so nice. I mean, if it was that set up...
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise. What are their expectations?
I would think that, considering that you fucked around with and edited those transmissions, they would be pissed. Why am I talking like this? Well, I don't want to try to do like a quasi-Pakistani accent, so... The actual guy doing the voice is a Pakistani immigrant. I've heard him on one or two podcasts. He's a hilarious, funny guy, but he's got a little bit of an accent. That's all I'm saying.
They survived the Scourge and the Ket, and rebuilt their civilization. Don't forget it.
Don't fuck with them.
Appeal to their pride. Sensible.
Not pride, that's already said.
I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
I guess I should know that he's a Solarian. I mean, they're slippery bastards. And it's okay for me to be prejudiced against Solarians. They're fictional. But yes, Solarians are generally shown to be kind of slippery little bastards. As much as I like them more than Solus. It's fun. It's weird because like the most likable Solarian character, other than Morland of Famous Shop fame, who is kind of a slick operator himself, but like the most likable Solarian, the one that everybody loves, created a genetic plague that was intended to wipe out another sentient race. And yet, we all love them. Tactical Invader, baby. I'll be very curious to see if these go up past rank 5. Because you got quite a few points invested to get up to rank 5. I saw it somewhere on some... website I saw like a breakout of how far they go. It's either 5 or 6 is the highest level. So unused research data I certainly do. I've got quite a bit of it actually. And I might have advancements I can make in chatting with my squad mates at this point. Or not.
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Maybe not with this one.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
So I was going around with my Beats by Dre headphones and my Blasto shirt, talking to the leaders of an alien civilization. In the last video, that's pretty fun. By the way, I now have all of my teams now have exceptional human intelligence, the highest piece of gear you can buy using those mission funds in the top right corner. All but 2 of the teams are fully leveled up. In theory, I could eventually decide I want to replace Foxtrot because they got negative traits, but the negative traits are to specific mission types. So you just have to assign them first at any time where you come across a mission where they're just as effective as anyone else. But I got Team Whiskey is at level 16. One of my 2 Team Kilos is only at level 19. I'm not allowed to recruit any more teams because I got the max. Which basically means I'm very close to having like the perfect warriors, and these will only be there'll be nothing to do with the mission funds that come in. It'll be all about getting Pathfinder rewards. So, Helios research data, unless mission funds do something for you in multiplayer. If I decide I want to play around with that, certainly we saw where there's you can spend real life money to get a whole bunch of funds, but I don't know if they're the same as mission funds. Yeah, it's great to be an N7 Hurricane. It's great to be an N7 Hurricane. We could check and see what our best mods are and get rid of the others. Because I did buy new stuff. So let's see. Our first mod is that's a thermal clip. Increases spare ammo. I don't want to get rid of that because we didn't get a different kind of thermal clip. So we are currently using the calibrated receiver, which decreases clip size, which does nothing. It doesn't matter at all. We could replace it with this. But in fact, this does plus 63% penetration damage, plus 1.5 penetration distance. And this actually does less than that because it doesn't have a penalty offsetting it. So I don't remember if we paid money for this or not, but we got to get rid of it. And lattice to materials. Let's see. This. What? Oh, the scope has a different picture here. Increased accuracy. Could we trade that in? We could trade that in for decreased weight. Probably not. And this is spare thermal clip. We do not want to get rid of that. This barrel is plus 14% damage. Okay, the two things that are not equipped, we want to get rid of for that. Mods here. Yeah, I definitely bought new stuff here. So we've got the calibrated receiver is new. So I could use it. What we're currently using right now is a calibrated receiver 4. So the calibrated receiver 5, I think I bought one and the other one just showed up on its own. So we definitely want to replace that. Spare clip increases spare ammo. We definitely want that. We don't care about another calibrated receiver. Melee optimizer, calibrated receiver. None of those are going to replace that. This is our light melee. Decreases our clip size. Melee optimizer plus 20%. This is plus 20. It's actually even. This decreases clip size, which actually might help us. So we will leave that alone. And then this last one here, the barrel 3, increases damage. We're not fucking with that. Now we could equip this just to see what our mods look like. Long barrel 5, short barrel. We want to get rid of the short barrel and the long barrel 4. Scope and receiver we probably want to keep. So we'll get rid of the short barrel and long barrel 4. And we want to equip that. And we don't have anything to use to test out our assault rifle, but we can reason our way through it if we really feel like doing it. I probably shouldn't be doing this on screen. Probably this is inventory management I could do off screen, but whatever. It's not going to take that long. So the pistols, we said we were going to get rid of the short barrel 5 and the long barrel 4. With assault rifles, let's see, we got a calibrated receiver, stock. So we got light stock, which decreases reload speed. Probably get rid of that, actually. I think the decrease in the bonus is worth the penetration damage, although that's arguable. But the stock that has a bonus and a penalty versus a stock with a lesser bonus, it's not much of a penalty. Let's get rid of this one. Shotgun mods. Oh man, we figured this out, didn't we? Anything that's not equipped probably we don't care about. Yeah, anything that's not equipped we don't want to keep. And the same probably goes for sniper rifles. Although I'm now having paranoia that I didn't do the sniper rifle ones correctly. I would think anything that I didn't equip I can sell, but suddenly I'm just like, wait a second, did I do that right? So why didn't we do latticed materials, which does weight down, clip size down? Because those are better. And then this reduces clip size. Yeah, okay. So I did want to get rid of everything that wasn't equipped. Oh well. Just wanted to double check. Sorry, guys. Okay, we'll get to interesting stuff soon. I'll talk to one more crew member to see if they say anything interesting, and if they don't, I'm going to assume that nothing interesting happens dialogue-wise. I'm going to grab these two because I think they'll probably give me EZO when I break them down. And I'm trying to gather as much of that as possible. And then I'm also going to sell these two mods. Boy, I sold a lot of minerals to get all this cash, and I'm going right through it now that I'm just buying expensive weapons solely to melt them down for EZO. Well, this didn't even have EZO. Oh well. But you know what? Chicken butt. No, you know what? Now that we've got a little bit more EZO, let's take a look at what would happen if we were to buy all of the mods for our vehicle and just get it out of the way. I mean, development, sorry. That one doesn't even need EZO. Just curious how much EZO we'll have left. Well, we used a lot of lead. Or is lead PT? I might be wrong about that. You're wrong about that. Sorry. Oh, platinum is PT. Or plutonium. But I think it's platinum. So we got all of the stuff for our vehicle. How much resources are we left with? Minerals. We still have over 200 EZO. Wow. I had more EZO on hand than I thought. The thing that we're really short of now is platinum. But I don't know how much platinum we're going to need. I'll have to keep an eye out for, and just buy platinum if we need it. Platinum is not supposed to be as rare as EZO. But in fairness, I don't think it's used in that many weapons. It might be used in some armors. So there weren't that many things that I was going to get platinum from for melting them down. Maybe we talk to the monkey. There will be a huge plot development. Come on, Pie Jack. Move the plot forward.
He must like it in here.
Or his leg's broken and we didn't notice. I just had a video finished processing. Where my squad mates at? Where they at? Well, I said I would talk to one more person. I guess we can talk to Suvi or Super Colo. I'll check our emails too. Communication from Jaw to Scott Ryder. The Moshai sent some news from Aya that she asked me to share with you. Under her guidance, officials are again allowing study in the Aya Vault. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricted participation to her brightest students under armed guard, although she doesn't have your ability to interface with Remnant. She wants to be ready to assist you wherever she can once Meridian is found. These are interesting, exciting times. I suppose we should find Jaw and see if that advanced any kind of storyline that we care about. But PB's right here, so let's talk to her and see if anything's going to happen. You didn't fuck me, Ryder.
You were right about the vault on Aya, huh?
No, sad.
What a find.
You didn't get to go in, did you?
And this Meridian might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
Oh, I guess we can ask her
So
about
what's your
Meridian
take?
at least. That's
Is this
something.
Meridian
Maybe.
what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults.
Crow and Servo, the
It
bots.
stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
We got
Well,
Jungle Fever.
yeah,
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
you know it.
You know it, man. Oh, Pock, why don't I have your ghost form following me around like I did previously? Is it? Am I crazy, or was he like running around a little faster than usual there? Advancing the plot does make people appear at different places, but doesn't always give them new dialogue when they do. So he was in the galley for like a while, but now Drax is just wandering around the ship, which seems dangerous. Oh, there's John. Oh, sorry.
Yes?
Personal.
Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't.
Super partner?
Not for a long time.
But I keep a lot of tissues and...
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young.
She was what we
It
call
was
a
my first
cougar.
vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh. And see her eyes. She kissed me, and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
She also had this
But it
thing
didn't
she
work
called the
out.
reverse cowgirl.
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Uh-oh. What did you do to your older brother? We know he's got, like, horrible guilt about something with the Resistance.
Where's Aaliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
Awkward.
You have to see her every day?
No. They were taken by the Ket. Their children survived.
Oh, that's good. At least you don't have to see her and feel awkward. Yeah, fucked up.
Well, enough about that.
That's, that's a great story, Joel. I'm gonna...
I'll see you later, John.
Stay strong and clear.
So he's not crazy about the cat, then. He's got good reasons. You were saying something and I interrupted. Please, continue your zany dialogue. I suppose I could walk away and come back and maybe they'll do it. Bump.
Pathfinder?
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I'm gonna get you some Beats by Dre headphones and maybe a Blasto shirt. We'll be bros. I knew Jaw was gonna have some kind of really sad backstory.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted cat. I called Jarl to show him. Oh, there he
We're
is.
scanning his crotch.
Jarl, look at this.
And then she kicks him in the nuts.
There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
We can hope there's not always a solution. Well, I mean, they can change Angarans to Ket. I don't know why it would be reversible, except that I don't know why it would be possible in the first place. So I would say, I don't know. My reaction would probably be to say there might not be.
We need to be prepared that there might not be.
Jarl, remember what we talked about?
That we should examine the problem objectively.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Smile like,
Grief is never easy. But Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent.
Well, we don't know that either. I mean, I'm trying to say that we just don't know.
We've barely scratched the surface of what Cat are capable of.
The exalted are new beings. It's more than a transformation, it's a birth. There's no going back.
What does that
Jarl
even
is part
mean?
of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
Yeah, well, you're also responsible for... I don't understand either of these actions. I mean, you could say that she's doing all right.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution.
It's a crafted mystery.
It's horrible, of course, but also
I
fascinating.
thank you, Dr.
Glad you're settling in.
Engel.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
My cat has no nose. How does it smell? Terrible. You okay there? You okay, Doc? Seems like I kind of interfered with whatever you're trying to do. I don't get to talk to her either. Everything quite all right, Doc?
Yes?
Her little hospital gown.
I'll let you get back to it.
She's like a little
I'll be here if you
medical
need me.
skirt with a slit in the back that was kind of threatening to be a little indecent. Well, I was going to get going on this new planet in this video, and I apologize to anybody who was really, really, really excited about it. But I've seen enough new dialogue snippets to feel like we should probably...
Reports. Lots of them.
The Lieutenant, you can't possibly lose 3 in a row.
Oh, I think she can.
I know what you're trying to do, and I hate that it's working.
How you gonna spend your fortune, Gil?
And Gil's like, I'm not talking to you, you mean to Liam. We're both British. And then he sniffs like a Koska.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
Oh, shut up, you didn't get to
And
go.
Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
He's such a dick.
Any more Commando war stories?
That's all I can share, anyway. I miss them.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
See you later, Harry, see you later. I assume that she'll tell us when she finds something about the Asari arc. Man, it's like we do your loyalty mission and suddenly you abandon our little man cave. Well, I mean, it's his man cave, but he lets us hang out there, right? And here, of course, is the woman cave. Which sounds kind of yonic. Well, at this point, we don't have enough video left to do a whole lot, so I figure we'll just talk to everybody and sort of be poised to jump to a new planet right at the beginning of the next video, so I can't possibly fuck it up.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon ship?
You're
Looks
going
like
after it, Gil.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go around.
Nope.
We'll be winging it, as usual.
I'll get my tools. Just stay out of the Scourge, huh?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Keep your hand on your tool, Gil. Say, Drek must be up here somewhere, because he was, like, commenting from above on the zaniness of poker talk.
Ryder.
Rex, I mean...
We can talk
Drek.
more later.
Sure.
I don't know why we don't say Drek when we end a conversation with him. That's kind of the pattern with the... I guess they didn't want to be too obvious a rip-off of Shepard. I mean, I'll give them credit. Ryder does feel... I thought that people were a little too hard on Commander Shepard as far as being this, like, blank slate with no personality. I thought he... You know, the voice actor managed to cram in a little bit of personality. I really liked Femshep, who, of course, you don't get to see in my LPs, because I played through as male Shep. But oh, you know what? Let's head down and see if we can catch Liam talking to Jal the way that he was, and we kind of interrupted it. So maybe it'll re-trigger now. Probably not, though. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, they've even warped to separate locations. No, they're not. They're still hanging out. Joel might have dialogue after that scene.
Need something? I can stop what I'm doing.
I gotta go. I just wanted
I'll
to
see you later, Joel.
check up
Stay
on you.
strong and clear.
So whatever great character builder conversation we're going to have, we don't get to see it. I wish it was like a first-person view. Oh, there is. So what? It's some kind of zany. I guess that's supposed to be a Turian. And then who knows what that other thing is. I wonder if you're supposed to be able to figure out whose bed is whose. Well, we haven't read the crew info board for a while, and it's... nothing has happened, so that's fine. Well... been a bit of a bust of a video, hasn't it? It's, quick, collect any rewards we might be due. If these things will decide they're going to spawn. Spawn alley. 9 minutes. Fuck. Alright, let's at least fly to the new system. Maybe it'll trigger a cinematic before we even orbit the planet. I doubt it. Oh, we never actually did talk to you guys. I was going to come here to talk to you, and other things popped up.
What's going on?
What up, gangsta?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
I should get some real clothes on.
I don't believe it. Gil's reconfigured our entire nav
I
array.
don't
O'Connell risked
believe
a dozen
it.
spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it.
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this.
Well, I mean, I guess if somebody risked their life.
You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
Well, true.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
Punch him.
You don't have the right.
Well, I mean, I know what it's about.
Knock it off, both of you.
Sure. Once he gets off my back about how I work on the Tempest.
Oh, shut up.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here.
Oh, everyone's watching
Stripping
this.
down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
Are you sure that's fair? I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, that... I have kind of been on Callow's side, personally, in most of this.
I can see how you'd feel that way.
Seriously? Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting
Sure.
a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
Fucking damn it. I hate when they throw you into these decisions. Like, how can there be no way for us to mediate at all? I mean, Callow has to accept the fact that Gil needs to be able to make adjustments, but they really should, you know... I mean, when you... Because Gil is acting like a complete dick. Like, not even talking to one of the guys who designed the ship, and the guy who needs to fly the ship. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all that Gil would just be fucking around with stuff and not talking to the pilot. But, that being said, Gil is right. They have to be able to change stuff on the ship. So, I wish I had known this was going to be such a big deal and could have saved.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, change whatever you have to.
I wonder, in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
I wish it, could we get to tell him off?
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
Did we get to tell Gil off at all? Let's save in a different slot. I'm curious what happens if you go the other way with it. Because they definitely, the outcome of that conversation made it feel like you chose the heal path. Callow's not going to like it.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? I suppose the Tempest is just like any other ship, to be taken apart and put back together. Or she will be, once Gil's had his way.
He'll do right by her. I mean, the thing that Callow doesn't seem to get, and I know I'm getting emotionally involved in arguments between two fictional characters, but what Callow doesn't seem to get is that the ship is like, basically Gil is like making this a problem by being such a douche nozzle about everything. But yeah, like if he would just freaking sugarcoat things a little, it would be fine. But yeah,
Gil's upgrading the Tempest, not scrapping her. She's in good hands.
I wish I could believe you. But perhaps... Anything else?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
No. If I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm sorry, Ryder. I don't really feel like reminiscing.
You're an asshole.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
So it's hard to say what difference any of that makes, but I sure managed to piss him off.
Ryder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Thanks for pissing off Callow. Why have to deal with this, So, we'll see if there's anything we can do to talk to Gil and how make them have a come to Jesus, but it sure feels like, well, I mean, the other thing I can do is just load and see how it could have come out differently. I still think, like, making Callow accept the fact that the engineer has to be able to make adjustments is the right choice. I really feel like they didn't give us the dialogue options to really do that right. Oh, that's right. He's not actually down here. And now I have to talk to everyone on the ship and make sure Cora and PB and everyone else don't have little thoughts on how that discussion went. Found it odd that Drac was watching. He doesn't seem like he should care. I suppose if you're a passenger on the ship, you should care to some extent.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Really?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
That's it, huh? Jeez. Alright, well, let's do a load before... Hold on. We're on the Tempest. This is probably before all that happened. Unless I really, really, really want to like redo it based on how this other version of it goes, and have it be the canon version. I guess it doesn't matter if we, as long as our save comes before. Oh no, we have to talk to Callow to trigger this. Whoa, I suddenly seem to have completely... What? I was like stuck on the wall there for a second.
I don't believe it. Gil's O'Connell.
Okay.
You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
Damn.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning...
You don't have the right.
What's going on?
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of... Humans can... Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
If he had the Tempest up on blocks, I might see it.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too.
This is actually going way better than it goes when you try to side with Callow a bit.
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
Yeah, see, the irresponsible was like one thing. When he says disrespectful, then it's like, okay, dude, get over yourself.
The Tempest has too many new systems doing new things to just adapt on the fly. If we make changes, let's make them carefully and with respect.
Yeah.
She's your ship. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Ryder, I know it's not... Thank you.
I'm gonna go weep.
Okay, it's over. Let's get back to work.
And now we see what Gil being pissed off at us does. Although, the conversation actually seemed to go better for a big chunk of that. But at the same time, yeah, it's like telling him, okay, don't change anything without being respectful. That's a bit silly. Weird that the engineer wouldn't have a kind of respectful attitude. They usually get pretty into...
Devil's advocate, okay?
Go for it.
With the Ket entrenched here and things as they are, maybe we should focus our efforts on leaving this cluster.
You mean quit, run away?
Bitch.
Well, we came to find a new home, not a new enemy, right?
Same difference.
We knew this was a possible scenario, and we took the jump anyway.
What she said.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Oh, that was silly. So now, so he just doesn't care, I guess. And now if we talk to Kalo, will he be like, I don't feel like reminiscing? Because if he says that, then I'll know it really doesn't do anything. And I'll just stick with what we did. We're just telling Kalo, hey, come on, fucking deal with it.
A foolish thing to get angry over, isn't it? Perhaps you had to be there when the Tempest was made. In a way, I'm always there. I see my team's faces as clearly as yours.
Well,
What's the saying? People aren't dead while someone still remembers them?
Tell me about your team.
Remember them for me. Tell me who they were.
Serena still wore her bondmate's perfume years after they separated. I can see the patterns Tion embroidered in his Enviro suit. I see Lucille, O'Connell, too. Maybe they're not completely gone.
It's a comforting thought. You can't live in the past.
I know you literally can't forget them, but you can remember and still let go.
So do that.
Perhaps humans can. Did you need anything else?
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model. How power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal, and for 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning...
Wow. Okay, so I really don't know what the fuck the right answer to this was supposed to be, but I do know that I'm calling it a video. When we come back, one of those conversations together will be the one that we actually did. I might check on the old Googles to see if it makes a difference, but I doubt it does. And I feel like it's probably a good idea if our pilot just gets the fuck over things. Talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.